Let's see, slight retracement here, but overall market holding up. IWM holding strong. Holding up there. Q's holding. See what we do into power hour. See if we finally retrace or just keep melting up. Keep an eye on Q's here. I have IWM on my other screen. See, about 2.5 minutes left on this 15-minute candle that we're watching here. And then that will lead us into power hour. Let's go. A little weakness, slow down here. – 1.5 minutes till the close of this 15-minute candle. Okay. 40 seconds left on this 15-minute candle we're watching here. Resistance, 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 resistance. 6 candles now, right? So now the question is, did we hold enough here to build that consolidation to build demand? Or are we just going to give it up into closing and come back down here and touch VWAP? There we go. New 15-minute candle, right? We're into power hour now. Last hour of the day. Q's wanting to push. Q's wants it. Let's see. It wants to push. Spy on the 52-week high. Jeez. Honestly, tempted to long here. It's the first 2 minutes of power hour. Right around third minute. Man, Hughes is pushing. Question is, does that move hold? So we're seeing IWM top out. Lower volume than this morning, but we're holding. We're holding that push. See, 2 more minutes on this 5 minute, first 5 minute candle of power hour. Strength from Q's there. That's what's pushing us. IWM kind of wanting to push as well. But overall, the push is coming from Q's. We're about, geez, what is that, 4 cents from today's high? Hmm. Made a new high of day, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, new high of day on Q's. Might just wait for 10 minute rig. Pushing, pushing, pushing. Looking like NQ might want a Judas swing, yeah, liquidity sweep and downside. Have to see what happens. Oh, for sure. That was great. Great to bring that up. Yeah, let me open up the comments here. Yeah, this is what we're talking about. Let's see. See what we got here. And let me switch over screens to my trade terminal. So you see, we're still holding here at 920 for the day. Could have gotten this little push right. That would have been what, like another 200, $300, but being patient here. That's on a 3 lot trade. Trying to determine whether we want to go in a little lighter here at closing or just close off with a potential significant push here, but patience, patience, patience. What is going on with my Weevil? Let's pull it back up. IWM looking solid. I was on the charts about, oh, what was this, like 10 minutes before power hour? So I had a good potential entry. It's like right here before the pop, but meh, just holding off. Why isn't it loading? Weeble's being weird with me right now. There we go. I don't know why I wouldn't load up. But rejecting that new high or kind of just cooling down, right? Again at highs here. So we want to watch that very closely. What is going on? Now my trader terminal's down. I think it's whatever is not being shared is, there we go. Interesting. IWM is the one holding strength right now. Take a look at this. It's not what I meant to pull up. There we go. Right. Holding the strength there. Let's bring up the S&P 500. Apple, it's been holding the whole day. Google, Tesla strength there. Nvidia. It's the tech that's been pushing us. Hmm. Potential here. We got a minute 20 left on this 5 minute candle. Remember, we're just working on the first 15-minute candle power hour, so no rush here. Nice. I'm liking that solid IWM push. It's about 4 cents away from the high of the day. Very similar to Q. So now I want to see is, does IWM do this where Q's made a new high and then is getting slowed down there? Do we see the same thing happen here, or is it going to push us and continue to lift the market? If it does continue to push, does it hold out long enough for then Q's to rebound and then together as a whole bring SPY up the market as a whole to the next leg up, right? Those are the bigger things we're watching for. All right. IWM 2 cents away, 1 cent away from that high. Q's tag trying to hold there. It's just been tied here, right? Around the 50.81 mark. Just been tied there. New high of day here on IWM. Let's see if it holds. Like we said, if it continues to push up, Q's hold, then we get another market wide push. But if tech, again, like in the morning, if tech continues to slow down and then IWM reverses, this is where we get the drop to end the day. Still haven't tested VWAP, so keep an eye out for that. IWM about to hit 21, literally 2 cents away. Q's, that wick is not looking good. But like I said, if IWM just pushes here into the end of the day and Q's can hold, that'll be interesting. We are now, what is this? 3.5 minutes away from the first 15-minute candle closure into power hour. Kentucky, what the could go short. It could finally be that short entry that I was pondering pretty much the whole morning. But what did it do last time? It retraced, right? All it did was come down here to test this zone, which proved to be demand earlier. Might try NQ downside, depending on where this is 5 minute closes. If it takes, yep. I might, it's looking like it could be a good potential option. I'm just weary because I did try short here and here earlier in the day. I've had what now 7 trades on the day, and I'm 4 for 7 or 5 for 7. So I did get burned on 2 downside plays, and that is just making me a little weary, right? And maybe I shouldn't even trade for the rest of the day, being that we are up not 920 on the day, but the opportunity is there, and today has been one of those days where you can just kind of see like a clear cut path that has been sustained, and not to say that it's been easy, but the opportunities have been there, and we take them when we get them, right? But I've been thinking about that for almost like heading into, I want to say since around like 10 a.m. PST. It's kind of been, I've been seeing that just the volume dwindling down, momentum kind of slowing down a little bit, and just thinking about that downside potential. IWM continues to push, right? New high of the day there. Could be aiming for this. This is our 4 hour target on IWM small caps, 22 to the upside. If it does push that way again, it's just going to sustain market long enough for this to level out and potentially build, continue to build a base here, right? I don't know though. Eyeing this very closely. VWAP right under our zone. What is this? We're 10 seconds away from this first 15-minute candle closure. All right, new 15-minute candle. IWM pushing. It's still at its high of the day. All right, just sitting there at the top. That's what it's been today, just a slow, nice and steady melt up, slight retracement, but the trend has held. Yep. Honestly, last like 15 minutes are probably where we're going to see that significant move, whether it's just a straight retracement, at least on cues down to VWAP or significant bounce for a new high. We're probably just going to hang out here in this. What is this? What indicators within this area, right? That's probably what we'll do. Just been chilling here for the most part. So you're getting that slight retracement. So the opportunity, if you are taking a short, and I would just do a scalp. You know, any short that I've came out with money today has been just a scalp, three lot, 100, $200 here and there. Okay, let's see what we see. I'll get rid of that. It's just for example, I can see it. IWM, I mean, it's starting with that red candle, but nothing significant. 100%. Yep. Hate the market, can't hold on to anything most days in and out. Honestly, though, that's how it should be for the most part. At least for me, it feels a lot better. Just taking my money, knowing that I didn't feel too greedy or didn't feel the need to ask the market for more. Because believe me, that's burned me for sure. Slight retracement. IWM slowing down a bit. So if these go together, then that's your opportunity. Let's see, what do we got? 40 seconds left on this 5 minute candle. 10 minutes overall on this 15-minute candle. 10:30 technically. Oh, 100%. I don't. Oh, there we go. Slight retracement. I'm not too concerned too about um, letting my winners run or trying to get the most out of it. I get what I get. Okay. So now we're coming back down. Okay. To the same area of demand. So here's where I want to see, does it really hold or do we finally break into and below it? Right here. So far, IWM holding up. And all it is just holding at the previous high right before this breakout. That high it rejected is just holding around there. Another day of slowness for sure. For sure, for sure. So we got about 39 minutes left of market here. Might not trade anything until 15 minutes, 10-minute left. This bounce though, could see a little push here if Q's holds. Would not surprise me. See if oil pulls back or if Dow pushes. Hmm. Man. 2 point entry. I'll hold off. That bounce we're talking about. It's small here, but it's enough on the futures, right? Because I'm looking at ES on my other window here. That slight push here on Qs and the hold on IWM. That that was a 2.5 point move on a 3 lot trade, quick 200, $300. Not bad. Let's see. That's why we're patient. RSI is cooling off here on the 15 minute, so it's everything I want to see. We are still, what is this, 2 points away from the high of the day here on ES, so we're pretty much at the high. Not much change, no significant movement. We're still trending upside. Okay, this is looking solid. A minute, 15 seconds here on the 15 minute, or 6 minutes. I mean, on the, yeah, 6 minutes on the 15 minute now on the 5 minute candle. Just watching it closely. Look at it. IWM, right? Just slight retracement to that previous high. Boop. Slight push back up. Tech wanting to hold there. What did we say? It's going to range here, right? Probably until the last 15 to 10 minutes, maybe a little sooner. All right, 5 minutes left on this 15-minute candle that we're eyeing here. Tech holds. IWM, slowing down. But tech holding, and if tech pushes, it's going to take us. Right, you see how these keep reversing just between IWM and tech, which one pushes, which one cools off. But as a whole, they're just sustaining. Okay, bigger drop. We're at 50% on IWM. As far as the retracement of the previous candle, right? This pop, we're dropping below 50% of that candle now. We've been talking about this. IWM was the one that was starting to cool down a bit, slowing down volume drop. Now does Q's hold and sustain that slight cool down? I want to short. Hmm. 3 minutes into this 15-minute candle. Or no, 3 minutes until this 15-minute candle. Closure is what I meant. Okay. All right. We finally dropped below the level that I was eyeing. Makes it very interesting for me. I think this is where we will start to push a little bit further down. I want to see a test VWAP. I really do. And this is largely coming from IWM retracement. Because Q's is still kind of holding there. It's holding above the demand. Ooh, this might move. Well, not the whole move, but my potential entry. I should have, if I wanted to go short, I should have entered at around 62.71 ish, which is where we're talking about that potential slowdown. Could have been in and out, just take like a 3 point trade, but eh. Let's see if it holds here. We just bounce back up. Just keep an eye on cues, right? This is why it would have only been like a 2 point, 3 point trade for me, is because of where cues holds. This could just snap right back up. It's just IWM showing a little bit more of a slowdown than cues is itself. Through hidden lows of that candle, so we'll see. Look at cues. We got 30 seconds left on this 15-minute candle. Let's see whether the next candle gives us a pop or we continue our downside. Last 30 minutes of market coming up. All right, 5 seconds left on this 15-minute candle we're watching. New candle incoming. Let's see. It's wanting to retrace, wanting to continue that. Let's see. Maybe more IWM than this, because this is holding really well, I'd say. But we'll continue to be patient here. Yeah, it might just be a cool down, right? Into market closure. Hmm. cooling. It is cooling down. So now I just want to see how low can this go, right? And if we're able to catch some of the demand here, eyeing that bounce. Because the trend has held, and I'm much more comfortable catching a bounce than trying to short it, just based off of today's movement. Okay, 3 minutes into this 15-minute candle. It's holding well. Y'all think we pushed to a new high of day? Yeah, IWM here bouncing or trying to bounce, right? Does it move with cues? Man. Hmm. Yeah, honestly. It's literally just ranging here. No real movement. No real movement. Hmm. All right. New 5 minute candle here. 10 minutes left on this 15-minute candle we're watching. Crypto Quantum's trying to run. If you want to watch that, if you have a watch list for it, keep an eye on it. Hmm. Let's see. All right, it's trying to push up. It's trying, it's trying, it's trying. It's just getting held there, right? Held. An IW I'm trying to hold. Where do I put volume? Because on my other device I can see volume here. Volume profile. There we go. See where that volume profile lands. You see IWM wants to pull back. If it loses these levels around, what is that, 220.50, we could see a nice 50-ish cent move to the downside, which would have us dip into here in Qs, but it's holding. It's still holding. So again, no rush to enter a trade here to end of the day. It's kind of playing out like I expected. If I do enter in the last 15 to 10 minutes, oh man. Yep, IWM just kind of dragging. Let's see how's, yeah. Hmm. Yeah, Q's on the 15 has definitely built more seller volume over the past 1, 2, 3, 4, like hour and a half. More than IWM. So that's interesting as well. Very interesting. One minute left on the 5 minute candle. 6 minutes on this 15-minute candle we're watching. Soft, very low and slow. Let's take a look. Oh, 5 minutes, 15-minute candle we're watching. It's retracing now. It's wanting to push and push. All right, sorry, I had to respond to a work email there. Hmm. Oil wanting to pull back a little bit. Bro, what is going on? All right, we're looking a little weaker, at least slower here, right? But, it's going to pick up in those last 15, 10 minutes. Well, not necessarily pick up, but we're going to get a slight move either way. It's dipping. It's dipping into that zone. There we go. One hold it. Alrighty. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left on this 15-minute candle we're eyeing. And then we might start to see a little bit of a holding. It is holding. Item is the one that's weaker or slower at this level, but I mean that hold really seemed to take it long for these last 15 minutes. Makes me feel like we're just gonna just knowing how almost every other day has closed. But it is a short week. It is a short week. 1 minute left here in this 15-minute candle we're eyeing. Like green. There we go. I might close. Let's see. Here a little bit early. Just get away from that low of the current move. Oh, maybe. Let me see. Let's take a look here. We're on the list. Low. I was getting called. Choppy. Hopefully, it's definitely. We make do with what we got. Patience, 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 patience. Man, I see overall momentum on IWM itself. I mean, it's turning. It's turning. Take a look at whatever momentum indicators you use, and it looks like it is starting to point to the downside, right? But it is just the last 14 minutes now of market, so we could just get that slight push to end the day, but I think we get downside. Hmm. Q's just it loves that area. It's a true demand. It's intraday though. That zone that we have outlined here, it's not on the 4 hour or on the weekly, so it's not super significant, but intraday it's held. Oh, well, we're going into our last 8 minutes here. Or no, it's not. It's 13 minutes, right? 12 minutes. Oh, come on, messages from work. Shake my head. Yeah, IWM's trying to hold here. That's where we're getting kind of this push here, but it's struggling. I mean, tech isn't lifting as much as it was. I mean, we're right under the average for today. If you, especially if you trade with indicators like Bollinger Bands or anything like that, to take a look at your midpoint on it, you're right at the mean or the halfway point of today's trend, right under it. And that's what it's resisting right now. 30 seconds left of this current 5 minute candle. Overall, we're going into the last 10 minutes here. That's what I'm eyeing. Momentum here. Spike one way or the other to justify just a quick scalp for me to wrap up the day. 10 seconds. Okay, there we go. We got the pop to the upside, but is it going to hold? Or is it just going to get smacked down? Or are we going to see red, right? Because RSI has been on the lower end. Hmm. See, people executing their last orders. Looks like we're going slightly red, green. I'm just looking at my ES chart right now. Yeah, I got smacked down. All I did was hit the high on ES. But will it hold? And do we get that upside push? 9 minutes left on the day. Honestly, I think we get the upside push. Let's see. Oh, I tried to go in and it didn't fill me. Wow. Ah, it's absurd. Okay. All right. See if we get any sort of push here beyond what we're seeing right now. IWM's waking up a little bit. Mm, yeah, I'm not liking this. Eh, I took a slight trade there, but geez, that was only like $37. Hmm, no, 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 no. We're literally just stuck in this range. All right, we're wanting to push now. It's building up. Market maker, all right, we stopped everyone out and messed with their day. Yeah, honestly, that's exactly what I felt there. So I'm gonna let's see if we just push into the end of the day here. Honestly, exactly the thought. We got now, what is it, 2 minute? We're at the 55. Okay. That's 7 minutes until market close. So 2 minutes until this 15-minute candle closure. I am long right now. Yes, at 62.70, 225. So I am down about $25 right now on my position. All I'm seeing is if we get this slight push into the previous high a day. So really, all I'm looking for is like a 2 point move. Nothing too special, nothing too big, but I could end up taking here like a 1,500 or so dollar loss, depending on where the market goes here. But really, we're just stuck in this range. We're going nowhere. But it looks like they do want to end it on a high note. So we'll see. We shall see. Momentum picking up, and then it gets smacked down. I go to my break even, get smacked down. I might just take my loss. Let's see. Into closing, into closing. We are 45 seconds away from closing this 5 minute candle and going into our last 5 minutes. Q's pushing right. So that's good for me. Let's see, I'm break even now. Going into profit now. I'm up $75. Okay, up 87. Let's see this push into the end of the day. Can I get $100? Am I being greedy? Probably. Probably. Yep. I mean, I could have just taken that quick spike, but let's see. Let's see where we go. Last 5 minute candle here. Is it going to push up? Is it going to retrace? I don't know. Let's catch it. I'll go ahead and switch my screen over to the trading terminal just so you see where I end up. Okay. So we're up $87 here, $100. There we go. That was my goal. Let's see how far we can get here with it. Hmm, I might just take the 100 if we touch it again. Let's see. Do we get it? A little bit higher, 25, 150. There we go.
Order
That's all I
filled.
wanted. So now we're up 1,087.50 on the day. We're probably going to run a little bit more, right? We have, what is this, a whole 4 minutes left on the day. But literally that's all I was waiting for. Remember, we said the last like 10 minutes or so is where you were going to get that switch flipped. We got it flipped to the outside. I didn't hold long enough here, which is unfortunate. I just felt uncomfortable for whatever reason, or not for whatever reason, but in that attempt, that first attempt for Qs to push up, I saw IWM. It hadn't woken up yet, right? So I went in this original trade with it was a three lot, right? So and I took the minimalist It literally was a 0.25 move when I should have felt more comfortable holding. I mean, that could have been a pretty significant, right? We're talking about what, like a 3 or so point move. At that point, we're talking closer to like 300 or so bucks, but it is what it is. Can't be greedy. Got the opportunity to come back in with one. Took 150 bucks here profit. So now we're again up 1,087.50 on the day. So can't really complain. It's been a really solid day for us today. And we're grabbing sushi after this. So stoked about it. It's been awesome. Awesome week. But it is a slow week, right? That's a thing. This week has been slow, given that it is a short week. It is America Day on Friday. So looking forward to that. Have some good plans. Probably going out to the bay after dinner on that day. So excited to be out here. Nah, we're touching high again. I have data here on yes. Do we want to go back in it? Probably not. I mean, it's going to push higher, right? No, that's hilarious. Just not too long ago, right? This is what Justin said. Market maker. All right, we stopped everyone out. Send it. It's exactly what happened. And it's what's been happening for the most part, most days. So just got to keep an eye out for that trend, right? Show up day after day and you pick up on those things. Most of the time, the last 10 minutes, you get a spike in action. People are entering, exiting their trades, trying to determine what they're going to do for the following week. And I say that because technically today is Friday, right? Tomorrow, it's only a half day. So if you thought today was slow, tomorrow probably be even slower. I will be on the charts. I'll be live again, so definitely, if you all are interested, feel free to join up. I'll be live, but I don't know if I'll execute any trades. It all depends on what type of setup we get, what type of volume, market conditions. But for the most part, they tend to be slow days, and we'll be done by 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time or 1 p.m. If I'm not mistaken, Eastern time. Let's see, got him for about 70 bucks on HOD using. Yep, there you go. There you go. You took your slice of the pie. We all take our slice of the pie, right? There's no need to want the whole thing. The money's there. It'll come over time. That's one of the biggest lessons that I've learned throughout this time is the fact that the money will always be there. It's just a matter of us being patient enough to collect it over time and not necessarily want it all at once because that's what screws us up. That's what gets us greedy. Market closure here in about 20 seconds. Watch, it's probably going to pop even higher. It's going to give us a new high here, huh? 15 seconds. See what it does right after candle closure. 7 seconds, five. What did I say? New high. It just tipped it. That's hilarious. Well, that was end of market. We are technically still live for the next hour or so here on futures, but I'm not going to trade aftermarket. It's a lot slower, less volume, so I'm just going to let it chill. But great having you all here for the last part of it. Always fun here being Power Hour and just stoked that we got a little bit extra right. So I'll go ahead and post that update in the group. As always, if you all have any questions, definitely feel free to reach out, whether it's in the group itself or just even a DM. Right, always welcome those questions and the engagement. And I'm just super thankful for everyone and Justin too for your questions, your comments. Definitely, it was interesting. Like I said, the whole day I was kind of expecting that slight retracement, right, where you see momentum slowing down, you see volume kind of drying up, but it never happened. It didn't happen at all. Definitely something that to me is something that I want to keep in mind. That you might see all of these indicators telling you certain things, but you definitely just got to watch the whole thing play out, right, and be patient. And that's how we execute. So thankful for you. I'm sure I'll be able to catch you on some other lives. So hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. Take your winnings, do something good with it. Put it into your long term. At least a minimum of 10% of every dollar I touch goes to my long term. The rest of it goes to paying for my college tuition, paying for bills, X, Y, and Z. But tonight I get to use some of that for dinner. So that'll be awesome. God is good. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.